Imagine being betrayed by your own flesh and blood, sold like property, and then forgotten in a dark dungeon for a crime you never committed. This isn't just a drama, it's the epic saga of Joseph, the slave who became the savior of an entire empire. It all began in the hills of Canaan with a teenager whose father loved him a little too much. Clad in a vibrant royal-style coat, Joseph had dreams of his family bowing down to him. His brothers, consumed by jealousy, didn't just want to silence the dreams, they wanted to silence him. They threw him into a dry pit and eventually sold him to Ishmaelite traders for 20 pieces of silver. Joseph was taken to Egypt, a land of strange gods and towering monuments, where he was sold to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard. Despite the trauma, Joseph excelled. He was a man of integrity, rising to manage Potiphar's entire estate. But his world shattered again when Potiphar's wife falsely accused him of a crime he didn't commit. Cast into a royal prison, Joseph spent years in the shadows. Yet even there his character shone. He began interpreting the dreams of fellow prisoners, including Pharaoh's cupbearer. He asked to be remembered, but he was forgotten for 2 more agonizing years. Then, the king of Egypt himself had a nightmare that no wise man could explain. 7 gaunt cows devouring 7 fat ones. Suddenly, the cupbearer remembered the Hebrew in the dungeon. Joseph was shaved, dressed, and brought before the most powerful man on earth. With divine wisdom, he didn't just interpret the dream as a coming global famine. He proposed a brilliant economic strategy to stockpile grain. Pharaoh was so stunned by Joseph's insight that he took the signet ring from his own finger and placed it on Joseph's. In an instant, the prisoner became the vizier of Egypt. For 7 years, Joseph managed the greatest agricultural project in history. When the famine finally scorched the earth, people from all nations came to Joseph for life-saving grain, including his own brothers. They didn't recognize the powerful Egyptian ruler before them, but Joseph knew exactly who they were. He could have chosen revenge, but he chose radical grace. In a tear-filled revelation, he told his terrified brothers, "Do not be distressed, for God sent me ahead of you to preserve life." Joseph's rise proves that no pit is too deep for a higher purpose to reach. If you want to see more of these incredible stories from history, make sure to like, follow, and tell us in the comments which part of Joseph's life resonates with you the most.